Vested.
Anyways, Jutsu's popping off,
You could
which is something
literally
that I
see-
really miss.
You could literally see the pop-off in the background.
Look
I
at
think-
McBenedict. So this is something that we talked to McBenedict about before, where he was like, "Oh, I don't know about this young man from Colorado.
Yeah.
Just moved here." And we were like, "Oh yeah, Jutsu's like a Texas OG."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh really?" Like, and we were like, "Yeah, I hope you experience one of his pop-offs, and you got to see it live."
Can we also talk about how Rexy in the background is looking fresh as anything?
Fresh AF, dude.
He's right next to Jutsu, about to sit down. They're about to play some video games.
You know who else is about to play some video games?
The two who are sitting down on the stream?
That's right, two hat-wearing gentlemen and two Shoto players.
I just got really invested in the story in the background, but the story in the foreground is Hat Ken, Terry Bogard is N, rockin' Ken, McBenedict, rockin' Ryu. At the very start of Ultimate's release, we saw McBenedict really unhappy with Ryu as a character, ended up dropping him for Snake, ended up coming back to his love after buffs later, and is dealing with Ryu as he is, right?
And even loyal to dealing with Ryu, because I've asked him, why not go Ken? Ken's better. And he's like, that's true. I'm a character loyalist. And I went, all right.
He's been playing Ryu in Street Fighter V, so you know he's not playing him for the clout. He's
Yeah.
not playing him for the top tier strats. He's playing him because he likes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no jump. He is dead as a doornail.
Very dead.
That is insane. That was a really good call on his jump back to the ledge as well with the Nair in first place.
This is the big thing that kind of separated like and McBenedict in the previous back in Smash 4, where it's kind of a reverse of how well it works, is that McBenedict was really good at utilizing the mechanics of Ryu and getting himself those really good early kills, but the combo game wasn't always there as much as it was for N, and now that it's an Ultimate and N is playing, you know, the more technical Ken, that combo game helps him out so much.
Oh, that's not a kill because Ryu's beefy, but that was a big conversion. That back air does it. Back air is so strong. And we're seeing, you know, Ryu's more fireball heavy.
Oh, that was the longest
sick.
amount of hit stun I've ever seen. Look at this combo game from N.
That's definitely Ken's forte. He's got the Tatsu and he's got that combo game that's a little bit more refined than Ryu, who gets his fireballs and his 1-2s. But that's one thing that you don't have with Ken. That consistency of knowing at high percents, I don't even have to go for a difficult input. It's just that Tatsu that kills consistently.
QCB, my man. Quarter circle back, it's all you need. Ooh, McBenedict tried to let that focus off early so that he could get Ken, but I mean, Ken, those down tilts for both of the Shotos, they just come out so quickly.
Absolutely.
You're getting hit by those, you just try to run away and have fun.
I'm amazed that even that fast of a Shaku N was able to jump over.
Good reaction time, man. N's got a lot of really good fundies.
I love that he double jumped there. McBenedict held down, went above the ledge with a Shoryu to catch just a short hop empty land to try to pressure. That's kill. He missed the second jab? How? That should have been like a true link, but I guess with the spacing, somehow N was able to escape.
N's familiar with how to play
was a
against his
nice
character.
cancel.
Yeah, the special cancels. I know you're a big fan of them, and a lot of people question your awe and wonder of them.
I mean, that
but,
was
you
just
know,
sick.
It was pretty cool. Finally gets that parry on those down tilts, so McBee not only gets out, actually gets a little bit of damage, and this is kind of close again all of a sudden.
Absolutely. I mean, Ryu, just as much as can evaporate a stock. Nice up out of shield to get away from that pressure with the down tilts. He knew he was too deep in the shield. That's going to kill.
Not the best DI either.
Caught him off guard.
I think
Was holding
McBenedict
away.
was just kind of thinking like the traditional Shoto, like the down tilts and stuff, they go into the Shoryu, and that's how you take the stocks. And
that's a
was
DI
like,
mix-up.
look at this.
And the one thing that Ken has consistently is that DI mix-up of if you're close to the ledge, if they're DIing for Shoryu, they're going to die faster to that roundhouse. And if they're DIing for roundhouse, they're going to get exploded by Shoryu super early.
I mean, lots of mix-ups in general. Not even just on the kill confirms or anything like that, but just on how he's going to come. I mean, mix-up literally the way that N uses Tatsu with Ken, that is mix-up on mix-up. That is what that is all about.
Going back to PS2, it was definitely a very close game. What happened?
McBenedict is saying, maybe that's not the stage he wanted to go to? I actually kind of like this for Ryu, though, in this matchup, because this is the largest legal stage as far as the actual stage goes that we have. And I think that benefits Ryu in his far superior fireball game compared to Ken.
I think Stage Link definitely does benefit Ryu in the matchup.
Oh, really? For the wrong music? But you know what? I guess I kind of understand that.
That music I can appreciate as somebody who got into breeding for Pokemon in Generation 6. So that song is just in repeat on my head at any given day. I maxed out the game timer in Pokemon X and Y within the first 3 months of its release.
I definitely played X and Y in my I think it was my was it my freshman? I think no, it was my sophomore high school English class. We would be reading like Shakespeare, and I'm a bad theater kid. I would be playing Pokemon X and Y during that. We're playing single player games here though. Everybody gets combos and then you get comboed, and that's just kind of how this one's going to go, my friends. Ah!
Definitely had the cojones to challenge that focus with multiple hits to the down tilt. Great DI by McBenedict to stay on stage with that down air.
Will, if you DI it incorrectly, send you off stage there. Nice. He recognizes that slow Tatsu, that he can punish it. And now that, like you said, that back air is so strong.
Amazed Ryu. Able to Tatsu for go. Oh my goodness!
You just kind of broke his shield for why? Because I wanted to.
That does so much shield damage and got caught slipping for a minute. McBevo's sitting at an unhealthy percent.
Ooh. I like seeing footsies.
What I love right now is McBee's not sitting back and throwing fireballs. He's abusing the fact that he has a lead and N's going to be jumping in anyway. So he's just controlling space. He doesn't have to incentivize the approach. It's already there.
Yeah. And N likes to approach anyways. Yeah, I think that just throwing those fireballs would definitely put you in bad situations, just like whipping a focus attack will.
The other thing I noticed is he's free to mash down tilt on a shield because unlike with McBee, what he's demonstrated, N is not up being out of shield to pressure these down tilts. That back air comes down, beats the, or rather avoids the hard up tilt from Ryu and is able to come back with that.
Ooh. Gonna talk about Ken versus Ryu though. Like you're saying, that combo game well in Ken's favor. Look at all that damage.
Oh, and again, the hit shield into cancel focus.
Oh, you can't do that, son.
Did he cancel the first hit of forward tilt? That's hilarious.
That's really funny, but nothing funny about that back here. McBenedict says, this'll do. Let me take a game off of the #1 seed here tonight.
That's an incredible comeback, too. I mean, like...
After the way that game one ended, sure. Yeah.
Game 1 was really close, right? But I feel like the pace was definitely in N's favor for a lot of it. But some of that shows the adaptation wheels turning, where McBee was making a comeback, didn't quite come full circle, but that game 2 was completely in his favor. We saw a lot less fireball. We saw a lot more of him controlling space, taking advantage of the few differences that Ryu's got.
Well, and the differences between them, I think, are paramount enough to make this a viable counterpick for N as well. I mean, not only is Unova going to be a shorter stage than Pokemon Stadium 2, the fireballs are going to be a little bit less effective. These side platforms, being as big as they are and as close to the ledge as they are going to be great for that Ken anti-air game.
Not only that, he gets great combo extensions off these platforms, as well as the fact that the side blast zones are a little bit closer on this stage aid his mix-up at the ledge. This particular one where you can go for either the roundhouse or the Shoryu.
Notably only, though, very, very slightly closer than most stages. I think it's about right on line with FD.
Woo. Down tilt Tatsu getting the late hit's not going to do anything crazy, but these players are jumping at each other.
Oh, the tiniest footsies between these two. He says, all right, let me play a little bit of Mega Man. Let me get back in here with this long down tilt. That extension will give, and again, like you said, that setup onto the platform that he's looking for.
Trying to catch him with no jump with that down tilt, but N is able to make it back.
Ooh. I think McBenedict might have missed a special cancel right there. That might have been his opportunity to get that kill into the Shoryu.
Yeah, first hit up air into Shoryu is really strong, really potent.
Oh! I'm sorry, I thought that something was going to happen there since McBee went above the ledge. Like you said, he's doing that to disincentivize that short hop at the ledge to make it quick, but N, I think he's found a way to disincentivize that Tatsu a little.
Well, McBee dropped his confirm. He went for about 4 down tilts and reacted and canceled into the Tatsu on like the shallowest one. Unfortunately gave N time to shield. And now N is putting on so much damage.
The confirms that N puts on to other players with Ken are unlike any other I've seen.
Goes for the down throw into the roundhouse. Quick 22. The lead is so large and in charge right now.
Look at that. This is definitely Charles in charge right now. Trapped on
He
plat.
Had to drop the shield or he was going to get it broken there, so he has to take that free damage. But finally does get down tilts into the Tatsu.
Like reliable, all reliable from McBenedict, but he's got to make that comeback happen here. Like you said, this is kind of the situation we saw in that game 1, but unfortunately, no comeback. Or, well, I could be wrong. Again, Ashoto with Rage, they can go a long ways. They can go the distance.
It will be a lot of work for McBee. He's got a big get-up attack, though. Gets him through that attempted forward smash.
I did not realize how big Ryu's get-up attack was.
Pretty hefty. Jumping in really deep.
The cojones to jump in that deep from McBenedict, I'm amazed.
Still didn't even, get the hit and then respected it enough.
And by the way, the reason that McBenedict was able to avoid that shield break there on that up kick from N was the shield shuffling that McBenedict did. If he had not shuffled the shield, his shield would have been gone. Ooh!
Jab, Shoryu. Look at that. McBee only took 50% on that stock. He just can't get hit anymore.
Oh,
that's
wow.
it.
He tried to Tatsu to the ledge.
Right. He did try to Tatsu to the ledge. Unfortunately, ended up landing on stage. Got canceled out by the other down tilts. Somehow, little dinky Ken down tilt beat the Tatsu.
Beat the Tatsu. Well, it's because Ken was invincible.
Yeah.